and welcome back to another episode of Starfield. In the last episode, we explored, that little section of the Cydonia, and now we're down here in the residential quarters, and we are right here at the Deimos Miner quarters, so let's go ahead and continue on. Mining monthly issue number 7 permanently increases tool grip weapon damage by 2%. You'll take that. Alright, this area is abandoned for the time being, which means maybe that there are miners down there to talk to.
Make a real good living when the mines are
So maybe we'll come back during, what time is it right now? It is 6 in the morning, so maybe we'll come back about midnight or 1 in the morning, and maybe there are people here to talk to. So let's go talk to the UC. Speak with Renee. Who's Renee? Okay, apparently we need to speak with Renee. Some UC Marine Barracks we need to go to and see if there's anybody we can talk to here. UC Defense Manual 3 slightly increases magazine size and weapon bash critical chance for all allied armament guns.
This place reminds me of my UC Navy training barracks. Cold, cramped, and offensive.
You were in the UC Navy, Sarah? Interesting.
Can't believe you just stole that.
I will absolutely steal all the digipics, Sarah. That is something we need to get over. Alright. So, no one here to talk to, really? Oh no, here. Hello, Chris.
Just smell that dusty air.
How do you like being stationed on Cydonia?
I don't mind it too much. Things can be rough here, but that's sort of why I like it. I'll admit, though, that I'd like to be stationed somewhere else someday. Not that I don't like it here, but I'd like to see what else is out there.
What made you want to be a Marine?
Not sure if I ever wanted to be a Marine per se. This is just where life took me. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was leave New Atlantis and see the settled systems. Joining up with the Marines was the easiest way to do that. Best decision I've ever made.
And, I mean, you don't seem like the other Marines.
What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets. Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here, and I wish my family would understand that.
I think I met your sister in New Atlantis. She seems really worried about you.
Yep. My family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. I feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis?
You're gonna give just a random stranger birthday presents. I mean, what are the presents?
A bit nosy, are we? I'm just kidding. I'd like to know what I'm carrying with me as well. I'll pack some Cydonia souvenirs for her. Dumb things, like some dust and rocks and stuff. She likes those sorts of things. I also wrote her a letter. I just wanted to know that I'm doing okay, and that she doesn't have to worry about me so much.
You know what? Sure.
Awesome. You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday.
Alright.
Take it easy.
Well, first things first. Happy birthday, Logan. Sorry I couldn't make it this year. Such is the nature of the job, but I'll be with you in spirit and all that other crap. I really hope you have a great birthday and get to celebrate a lot with Mom and Dad. Look, I really want you all to know that I'm doing fine. This is where I'm meant to be, and I'm happy. Cydonia isn't as rough as you've heard. In fact, it's pretty boring, so I'm not in any danger, okay? No use worrying about me on your birthday. I'll write again soon. Tell Mom and Dad I said hey. Love ya, Chris. Alright, and that is this section explored. Let's go, I guess, before we go over there to the apartment area. Let's go over here.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
I mean, I wasn't trying to... I've already talked with the governor there, UC security officer, so go on ahead. Jane's big plan. Interesting. Step 1. Establish Jane's goods as an actual storefront. Ozzy said I can move into his space next to the community center as soon as he closes up to move. He's even giving me his last few months' rent score. Step 2. Save up for a cargo ship. I made contact with another junk dealer who said he's always got some good leads. As soon as I make enough, I'm going to buy one and hire a pilot. It'll save me tons of money in the long run and allow me to expand my inventory. Step 3. Buy a fleet of ships. Set up shops in other communities. There's always going to be a need for cheap secondhand goods and other stuff. Step 4. Universal domination. Mwahahaha. Just kidding. Alright. Hello, Jane. Let me get around the counter and talk to you.
Hi. Welcome to Jane's, Cydonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you.
What do you got for sale?
Sure. I've probably got something here you'll like.
Okay. You run this place all by yourself?
Yep, that's me on the sign. Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchised businesses in Cydonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo.
Why'd you choose to open a shop on Mars of all places?
Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it.
I mean, running an independent shop by yourself must be hard work. Maybe I can help you with your issue.
You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help.
am a merc by chance.
See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened.
What do you think happened to him?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job, and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination.
Why can't you call SysDef or something like that?
If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDef.
You know what? As long as you have credits, I'll do it.
Yes, of course. I mean, I don't have a lot, but it's worth it. If you find the ship, I'll definitely be able to pay. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece.
Alright.
I feel like I'm a bit in over my head. Glad you came along to help.
Any other ideas what might have happened with your ship?
Not really. Last I know, Eric was piloting the Berry Mule out by Triton. Then, nothing. I know pirates sometimes get bold and venture into Sol to hit cargo vessels. But it could be something else. Maybe he just ran out of fuel? I don't know. I'm worried, though.
Alright. We will
See you around.
deal with it in due time.
Been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
The community center, Cydonia Community Center, minor support Tuesday from 6 to 8. Movie night to be determined. Book club Thursdays from 7 to 9. Sanctum Universum services, Saturday from 9 to
This is
noon.
right where I belong. Wish my
All right.
family understood that.
Horus and I may disagree on matters of faith, but we both try to do what we can to help those who feel lost with our community.
Launch point Mars. Interesting. Neon Gang Culture, we will take that as well. Just occasionally you might have a quest pop up from a book. Okay, so let's talk.
I swear
That's a
that warning
citizen.
klaxon still
Hello,
startles me
Horus.
every
Oh, you're with
time.
the Sanctum Universum.
Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you?
Listen, I would be gracious for anything you have to offer.
Very well. Please accept this gift in peace and prosperity. Blessed is the Lord, for he giveth to those less fortunate. May I assist you with anything else? Perhaps you would be kind enough to stay and hear more about our beloved Holy Creator.
We can stay and listen if you like. I find theological discussions to be quite interesting.
The Sanctum Universum will always be available to you, if you wish to know more.
You know what? Let's hear what he has. I always have time to talk about religion. Let's hear what you have to say.
Wonderful. God is indeed great. Not only did he breathe life into each and every one of us, but he opened the heavens to us and showed us the way to space so that we may be closer to him. The Sanctum Universum is always here to provide guidance in your spiritual journey, if you seek it.
I mean, if God brought us to the stars, why stop there and not lead us directly to him?
Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were he to simply lead us to him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human experience. We must learn and grow in our lives. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining him in the hereafter.
What can you tell me about your beliefs?
In its simplest form, Sanctum Universum believes that God has given us the ability to manipulate the heavens so that he may lead us to him. As such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator.
And what do you do here?
I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God, under the Sanctum Universum, as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars.
You mentioned something about offering assistance to those in need.
We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need.
Can I get a hot meal?
Certainly. We don't currently have the soup kitchen open, but when we do, you are more than welcome to join us.
Can I get financial assistance?
Unfortunately, that is not the sort of assistance we can deliver, except in rare circumstances where we can help organize a fundraiser.
Can you offer me some spiritual guidance?
Happily. God is wonderful and works in mysterious ways. You may feel down on your luck, but rest assured, he has a plan for you.
Do you have a safe place where I can sleep?
You may feel free to use one of the community sleep pods, so long as it is unoccupied. We only ask that you take good care to leave it in the same state you find it in.
I mean, I'd be gracious for anything you have to offer.
Certainly. Take this, and may God be with you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm always available for your religious needs.
Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground or being heated in the event of
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Oh, you're the
I
person.
have a pen
Hold
pal in
on.
New
I have to
Atlantis.
deliver a letter
We've
to
never
you.
met in person, but she's still one of my best friends.
What do you think of caretakers here?
Joy and Horus? I think they get along well enough. Sure, they argue, but that's a good thing. Disagreement's healthy. What good are your beliefs if you never have to defend them?
What brings you to the community center?
Not to get all sappy, but I lost a son in the war. It's been 20 years, but it still makes my brain a bit swirly thinking about it. Just never got to say goodbye, you know? That bugs me. So I come here to try and get peace.
Zawadi asked, dude, can you get out of the way? Zawadi asked me to deliver this letter to you.
Still doing things by hand, huh? I keep telling her she needs to act her age.
You might want to sit down for this. It's not the best,
but some
most
people
cheerful
think being
letter.
difficult builds character. Oh well. Let's see what she wrote. Oh no. I hope this doesn't mean...
It looks like you've seen a ghost.
No, not quite. But the way this reads, I don't have much time. I need to go see her. If she's really on death's door, then this could be my only chance. Thank you for bringing me this.
Oh, level up. Alright. We need 2 more locks to get security, but I think let's go on ahead, because we did succeed in speech challenges. Let's go on ahead and get the max rank of persuasion. Why not? And I've now mastered persuasion. So I think the next skill point will probably go into security, because I feel like at that point we'll probably have the 2 other locks picked, and then at that point, someone recommended possibly, I forget if it was ballistics or targeting control system, but we'll figure that out in due time.
Yeah. There's nothing humanity can't accomplish through science and working hand in hand with one another.
Hello, Joy.
Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
Oh, you're with the House of Enlightenment. The House of Enlightenment?
Yes. The Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma.
What kind of assistance do you offer?
We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity, that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another.
You know what? I don't think I need anything right now. Bye.
We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something?
Sure.
I was debating with my dear friend Horus and would like an outside opinion.
Oh boy.
He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good.
Oh no, theological
I say that
argument.
More people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think?
Oh god. You know what? I'm not taking one. So you know what? Both of you are right. It doesn't matter which inspires more good.
Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horus.
She made me get into a big, long theological debate. No, I'm not getting involved in that. Alright, hello, Sivan.
If you need a quiet spot to think, the community center is a good place.
What brings you to the community center?
I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I lived a pretty quiet life to start. But the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit.
Alright.
Have a good one.
Let's go talk to the people in the apartments.
What do you think you're doing?
The Office of Governor Hurt would like to remind all Cydonia citizens to do their part to keep Cydonia clean.
How did I... Hold on. Can I read? How did I get a bounty I didn't do anything.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Cydonia.
Now I need to go back through and make sure I've talked to everybody. Okay, I talked to you.
Have a blessed day.
Faith in the greatness? Why, hello there.
Okay, I've talked
Be
to
well in
you.
your travels.
And I've talked with you,
Horus
correct?
is good people.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay. Which means if I go to here and I go to status, I go to crime, I should have no bounty. I don't know what I did that caused me to have a bounty when I entered the condominiums.
I need to go see my friend.
Okay, let me quick save. Is it just literally for some reason entering the condominiums? Yeah, I don't know. Is it opening the door? That was weird, man. I don't know what I did that made people angry, but okay. Hello, Renee.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but if only someone could help me. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
That's not how strangers works, Renee, okay? But I'm a space scoundrel, so can't argue with that logic. Sure, we can talk. I'm Samuel.
See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Do you like living in Cydonia?
It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But
True.
maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
I mean, are there lots of other kids your age to play around here?
Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working.
I mean, there can't be much for kids to do around here.
I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me?
Okay, what's a space frog?
It's Space Frog from outer space. And he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great.
I mean, does that actually help people?
My mom says it does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's because there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families.
I mean, are your parents okay with this?
Yeah, they've let me do it before. But they're working, so they can't help me do it, and they don't let me leave the condos without them. They say it's for my safety, but my friend Taye's mom sometimes lets him go out without her. I don't know.
You know what, sure. Just tell me where to put them.
You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy! Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
What do these look like? Space frog. No, where are they? New items? Oh, here. Oh, okay, that is definitely a picture. Alright. Let's go on ahead and just do that right now. I'm assuming it's probably just an activity. No, it's not. It's Space Frog from outer space. Okay. How many places are we putting these? Okay, apparently in a few. So here. Interesting. Okay. Oh, 6 places. Okay. Oh, they're all different drawings. Okay. Let's get out into the central hub. Put some up. I'm probably gonna have to put one up in that broken spearhead thing, bar thing. I'd imagine. Yep.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Put one right here.
Replacing that sensor. I've only got the one.
Then we can go down here. Place one right here in the bathroom. Place one in the... Oh, no, not in the president's office, but like there. And then all the way down. Okay. Place one right here. There we go. Alright, and we can return to, what's her name? Which is on P1. Alright, Renee. Done.
I sure am glad you're helping me.
I just finished posting the drawings all around Cydonia for you.
Hi! Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good.
Oh god, I mean my character would do that, but it's a kid. You know what? Just this once, anything to help bring a smile to people's faces.
I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
12 credits. You know what? Okay, fine. Renee's journal. Okay, we will absolutely read that here in about 2 seconds. Renee's journal. Vacation. Today I asked Mom if we could go visit another planet sometime soon, but she said she couldn't because she and Dad have to work. They always have to work, and it sucks. I really want to go somewhere else because Cydonia is so boring sometimes. I like playing with Taye, but there's nowhere to go. It's always here or his place, and there's nowhere to run around and play. They always say we can't run around the plaza because we could fall off the side, but we don't even go near the sides. Boo. Dad tried to make dinner earlier, but he tried using this new protein, and it was not good. Mom was able to fix it, but only a little bit. It still wasn't very good, and I asked both Mom and Dad not to make it again. This morning I went to go play with Taye, but he said he couldn't play because his mom was feeling really sad, so he wanted to spend time with her. I wish I could do something to help her. I tried making her a funny drawing, and she said she liked it, and it made her smile, but then she was still sad the next day. I don't know what to do, because not only do I want to play with Taye, it makes me sad when someone else is sad. So, I thought of another idea for Space Frog. One day the people of a small town on a new planet start getting sick, and no one knows why, but then Space Frog comes down to visit and notices all the sick people. He asks them what's going on, and they tell him that they're all getting sick for some reason. So Space Frog goes to investigate. He finds out that someone has been poisoning the well. I'm not sure who yet. I might need to make up a bad guy. Space Frog doesn't have any enemies because he doesn't really fight anyone, but maybe this time he could have one, and he can solve it by talking to them. People are feeling mopey again. I think it's time to put up more pictures to make people happy, but Mom says I can't go out unless she and Dad are home. But they're always working, and when they're not, it's always time for something else, like dinner or homework or whatever. I came up with new drawings for Space Frog that I think people really like too. I don't know what to do.
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Okay, listen, Sarah, not everyone can have a nice wood-based lodge to, live in, okay? Hello, Taye.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Samuel, just visiting Cydonia.
Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say.
What do kids do for fun in Cydonia?
I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there, like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, buddy. You could seem concerned about something. Is everything okay?
Yeah. I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people. So, I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right?
So is there any school around here or something?
Nah. There's no school in Cydonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice.
Alright.
See you around.
I will go talk to your mom.
I should consider myself lucky I don't need to work. Some days, I'd kill to go back to banking. Or anything related to my field of study.
Hello, Anna.
Don't tell me my son Taye invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday.
I mean, no, he didn't send me.
Oh. It's just that he does this all the time. Tries to get someone to come check in on me. He's got a good heart, just not the best methods. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since.
What happened to your husband?
Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do.
How does your son cope with all of this?
Taye is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life.
What do you do for work?
Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galbank branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Taye full-time. Not many jobs here for a single mom.
Why don't you leave Cydonia?
When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Taye turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move.
I mean, I think you're doing all you can. I'm sure Taye appreciates. Oh no, maybe that'll block me. 20,000, that's a lot of credits, man. You know, normally I'm a space scoundrel, but you're lucky. Today I'm feeling a little bit generous, so maybe this will help you and your son towards a better life.
Oh my. Are you sure?
But don't tell anyone about this.
My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Taye. Maybe we can afford a better education for him.
Mainly because I don't want him to be a mine worker. I know children typically yearn for the mines, but not in this case. I had bad experiences in the mines. Last time I was in a mine, I got weird visions.
If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about
No, shh, listen. It was a one-time thing.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
Only one point of Moira's patrol route to work.
Listen, Sarah, I want you to remember this inevitably when I'm stealing stuff then. I don't want to hear no more complaining from you saying, did you really take that? Yes, because guess what? When I sell all the stolen stuff I take, I get to give 20,000, credits to that person. Anything else you want to...
Oh, welcome back.
I think you're doing all you can. I'm sure Taye appreciates it.
I know he does. I just wish I could do more for him. Thanks for the chat.
Alright, and then where did you go? Anything else you want to add?
I heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks.
I gave your mom some credits to help both of you out a bit.
I know. My mom told me. That's pretty cool of you. She said it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought.
Alright.
Later then.
Alright, what is on this floor? Oh, a locked door. Alright. So this. Okay, so here. Then go. Not this one. We could go here and then here. Alright, there we go. Done. And one more lockpick, or just one more time, and then I'll be able to level up that area. Save. I have no idea where we're at. Or whose apartment this is. It's a nice apartment. Oh, it's of course, the governor's room is the nicest room in the entire place. Okay. And this will unlock all of the lockpicking for me, so that's great. A 4 does not work there. Okay, does a 3 work there? A 3 does work here. So it would be here. Not there. Interesting. So there. And there. Okay, so here. That means that here and there works. Yep, okay, great. Here. Messages. Thank you. Governor Hurst, I just wanted to extend our gratitude for seeing that our mutual interests were kept in mind with that shipping fiasco last week. Had it not been for your persistence in hounding SysDef to locate the missing ship, I fear it would have had major financial repercussions for our business associates and put our partnership in peril. Thank you again for making it clear that you value the Trade Authority's presence here on Mars. Octai in Bayara. Retreat. Good news, honey. The retreat has been extended for another month, and they've asked me to continue my seminar. I know it's not been easy away from you for so long, but I've been enjoying my time here, and the money is good, so I'm fairly certain that I'll accept their offer. It's just another month, then I'll come home, and we can hopefully get the rest of the family together for a visit, or maybe we can do some sort of off-world reunion. It's always hard to plan a big get-together in Cydonia, but maybe we can see about renting a space in New Atlantis. Anyway, I miss you lots, and I'll be home before you know it. Love, Tamara. What do you say to next weekend in Neon? I know a place we can meet up. Glenn. Neon sounds great. Count me in. I haven't been in forever, so I'm just much looking forward to this. Let me know when and where, and I'll be there. S. Governor Horus. I looked into what it would take to expand your condo. Realistically, I've got to say that even if you could afford it, it's not a good idea structurally. As you know, we need to make do with the space we have in Cydonia, and adding it on to the Lux condominiums just isn't feasible at this time without risking the integrity of the building and the structures around it. Your best bet will be to go and buy an adjoining unit and knock out the floor or a wall to assimilate it into what you've got. But even then, that hurt the Sidonian housing market. I urge you to wait until the crater project is finished. Once the miners clear up enough space, maybe we can think about expanding the city into it and pushing the mines further out to make room for more residential buildings. Sorry for the bad news, Anton Friedman. Hey Dad, as you know, we've had some costly repairs to the house recently, and I'm dipping down into my last 200,000 credits to pay for the contractors. I was wondering if you could transfer some more credits into my Gal bank account sometime soon. You know, just in case. Thanks, Dad, I appreciate it. P.S. How's Mom? Is she back from her retreat yet? Give her my love. David? See ya. You know, I really believed you last time. Well, I'm done. You know, first what happened in Neon, then all this talk about cutting me off. After all I've done for you, you're a bastard. You know that? You think you can just walk away from me like you've no use for me anymore? Well, I've got news for you. I know more than you wish I knew. I also still have the spare key to your ship, and by the time you get this, it'll be too late for you to do anything about it. Have a nice life, Glenn. S. Interesting. Personal notes. To do. Call the contractor about the expansion estimate. Message tomorrow. Pick up prescription. Change food delivery time. Transfer funds to David. Cancel hotel in Neon. Rough draft to finish. My fellow Sidonians, it is with great pleasure that I announce our quarterly GDP is higher than expected, bringing with it one of the strongest economies in Mars history. Many thanks to our friends at Deimos and our other local businesses, large and small alike, who help make it all possible. With that in mind, autobiography notes. Title names: Governing Mars, Visions of Cydonia, Read All Over, Hearst, A New Future for the Old Column. Chapter 1. Talk about my early life and what brought me to Mars. Chapter 2. Studying law, early political career. Chapter 3. The challenges we faced together and how I solved them. Chapter 4. Looking to the future, building a better Mars together. Interesting. So he is corrupt, possibly, if I'm getting this if I'm putting, getting what they were hinting at, maybe possibly cheating on his wife with somebody named S in Neon because there was a hotel. Interesting. Can we go confront the governor about this?
Be advised to secure loose articles.
Where am I? Oh, I'm right here. Alright, let's get up here to... Oh, not all the way up there, just right here. Hello, Glenn.
You won't find a politician who works harder for his people than I.
Okay, no, apparently we can't. Alright, what time is it? It is about 3 in the afternoon, so let's wait here for about 9 hours, and then we'll go talk to the miners in their sleeping barracks. Alright, there are people here to talk to. Great. Not there, though, and not here? Okay. Henry Hank Ferrard. Hello, Henry.
It takes guts and character to be a miner out here.
What do you think of mining work?
What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though.
What's your story?
My story? My story's that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself.
Apparently we need to talk to Laylah about a Heart of Mars, but for some reason the game's just saying, like, we've already talked, so let's go apparently just immediately try and talk with Laylah before, because we keep getting this popped up for some reason. There's Laylah, but I just want to make sure everyone is here. Okay. Let's go talk to Laylah. Hello, Laylah. Apparently I've been needing to talk to you, even though the game says that we've already talked.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Yeah, you know what? I was just hired. I'm your new boss. You have to do what I say now.
Yeah, okay, boss. If you really were new boss, then you'd know I tend to handle a lot of new announcements around here. And I definitely know about you. But nice try. Anyway, I'm Laylah. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
Have you been here in Cydonia for long?
This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Cydonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Cydonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up.
Okay, you got any good mining tips?
Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah, it was Hank, man. What a loser.
I knew it. Listen, don't let him in on it. He tends to get real mad. I think he's self-conscious about his performance. And that goes for more than mining, if you know what I mean.
So you program Gnome?
Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say.
Red eyes. Why would you want to turn your eyes red?
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings.
You mentioned something about the heart of Mars. I'd like to know more.
Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return, and every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
I'm not scared. Why haven't you tried to claim the heart of Mars?
Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium.
Why is it called the heart of Mars?
Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough.
Cursed ore? Are you pulling my leg?
What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here.
Me? Scared? I'm not scared. I'll get that heart of Mars and show you.
That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out there, and be careful.
All right.
Hey, see you around, I guess.
Hello, Gauri.
They told me this job would be tough. I don't see what the big deal is.
There's still a lot of mining to be done here in Cydonia, huh?
Sure is.
Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor.
Oh boy.
I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous.
Is there still a lot of blasting going on here?
Not as much as there used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh?
Blasting seems like it could be challenging in this environment, is it?
That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right, or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is.
What do you know about this Heart of Mars thing I'm hearing about?
Oh, that? It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any miner would love to get their hands on. I can only assume Laylah told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself because of the curse. But you do you. Don't let her scare you off.
All right.
Hey, stay safe.
Hello, Rivka.
Sorry, I don't really have much to say. I'm not...
Okay, you have apparently nothing to say. Fair enough. I guess let's go talk with Henry again.
Got a problem or something?
You ever hear about this Heart of Mars thing Laylah's been talking about?
What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway.
All right.
Smell you later.
Oh boy. Hello, Samund.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
It's okay. I've done mining work before with Argos. I know how it'd be safe.
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Samund. Not Sammy, not Sam, Samund.
Salmon. Got it.
I've been
Like
with
the
Deimos
fish.
for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do.
You ever think about retirement?
Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that.
Fair enough. So you have a dark secret past?
I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet.
Someone was telling me about the Heart of Mars. What do you know about it?
All I know is that it's bad news, and if you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble.
All right.
Adios.
And then we got one last person to talk to. Hello, Andre.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full.
Not right now, but I do have a mining background.
Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with?
So you're thinking of retiring?
Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
I mean, you should retire. Spending time with the family is more important than money.
You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call.
Mars is pretty harsh. How's the mining pay compared to other places?
Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry.
You been doing this a while?
About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire.
Have you ever heard of this Heart of Mars thing?
Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
All of these people got talked to. No people are in these rooms. Can't talk to you. I believe that means we can probably go down and talk to the guy down at the very bottom, Trevor, again, talk to him about the Heart of Mars now that that's came up.
I heard you may have had something to do with that cute little poster on the community center wall. I assume that's one of Renee's specials and not your own?
Yep. Hello, Trevor.
Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved.
I heard about something called the Heart of Mars. What do you know about it?
The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around.
Okay.
Later, mate.
Hello there. Do I know you?
Hello, Leona.
An option.
I'm Samuel. I work for Deimos.
Huh. Name doesn't ring a bell. You must not work at the office here in Cydonia, then. Well, nice to meet you anyway. I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Star Yard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
What does Deimos Star Yard's relationship with the UC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong.
What do you do here?
I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Star Yard itself, and the mining operations here on Cydonia. Deimos Star Yards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment.
All right.
Have a good day.
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. Usually means someone's up to something.
Hey, Booth. I saw some people with red eyes. Anything to worry about?
Well, it ain't drugs if that's what you're worried about. You'll notice it happens to miners and anyone else that's been down in the red Martian dust too long. Nothing to worry about any more than anyone else around here. Used to be a sign someone was ready for the Red Devils. And some of the ex-Red Devils still think they're a big deal. They ain't as badass as they think they are. And any that do have a chip on their shoulder and cause trouble, well, I'll put them in their place.
Alright.
Stay out of trouble.
Alright, that is all that is currently available to do and talk to for people here in Cydonia. So that is going to be the end of today's episode. In the next episode, we're actually going to finally get to do some of the missions that popped up, which is, I think, everything starting from Red Tape Blues all the way up. Our quest from Cydonia, along with some activities probably. Oh, Kelton Frush is available to talk to over in New Atlantis. We need to remember to do that. So yeah, I know the last number of episodes ever since we got to New Atlantis has been to talk to a lot of people, but we're going to be getting back to doing missions here and starting next episode. Real quick, is there any missions up available? No, there's not. So yeah, in the next episode we're going to start doing more missions in, you know, this area. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Starfield. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to stay up to date on when new videos come to the channel. If you liked today's episode, go down and hit the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it so much. It helps the channel get recognition with the algorithm and everything. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.